But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Ready. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Giants' 46-yard line.
Here's Hooker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
This is Smith with a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Devontae Smith,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Giants 7, Steelers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
18, pioneer. Ready.
On second down, Hooker. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cup 19. 7 Pirates. Ready.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here is third down and 4.
Trap 60. 60 Maverick.
Throwing. Hooker. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over at first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Hey, jump right for Tino.
The slot man in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Hand off to Spears. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on second down, here's Hooker. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You talk about this Giant defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now Jones on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Giants 21, Steelers 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Flushed out right. And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
18 yards, but it brings up 3rd down.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Bracco 80.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Gets through and now an opening. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first
Looking to throw. Hooker.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go.
Hooker on 1st down.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Now, faster.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Warriors, 17.
16.
Ready.
Hooker's going to throw it.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Track 60.
It's 2nd and 21.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hooker flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Half 88, half 88, half Adriana Lima. Up, go.
Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, but he's taken down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Hooker now on 2nd down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's 3rd and 7.
65 cat, 65 cat. Hey, check that. Street. Panther Street. Cup 19.
Now Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. 19 tight. Trap 60. 60 Maverick. Hey, smash Bronco. Go check. Go check. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Ready.
Back to throw. Hooker.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
19 Lions.
First down.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
44-yard line.
Mustang 19. Check. Bobcat. Check. Big Lion.
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
Flushed out right. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Meanwhile, Hooker's throw taken in by Sutton.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
56.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
First down, New York.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Spears on second down.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Why shift the crew?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he's got it.
And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Spears will take it in for the Giants touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Here's Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have his Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Buffalo 18.
Hooker to the air yet again. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Check smash, check smash. Go, Reed, go. Go.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
Hooker 19.
And the Steelers
19.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing. Hooker.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Half 18, half
The
18.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight long.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Touchdown, Giants.
Justin Jefferson,
29 yards.
and the Giants are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Steelers nothing.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And some room to roam now. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down. First and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Take go.
Here's Hooker to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Go.
From the gun, it's Hooker.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll go for it. Hooker.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
That is caught.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll look to throw again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 42, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack.
Dexter Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Hooker.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Azeez Ojulari
Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big.
And my goodness, another interception.
Racing to the end zone.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been an all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Come on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready?
Now Hooker. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Hooker on 1st down. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Trap 60. Trap 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Looking to throw. Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Don Capers.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down, Giants.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was